Let's begin. Hi, I'm Carcino.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino in the house. And I am back. And woo! We have got something for you today that the whole world is being talking to. And my goodness. This is something incredible and shocking. But I got information that nobody on the news is going to tell you. So you better strap in and get a seatbelt, because now the information is going to fly and you're going to be surprised. I know why Cassie got her ass kicked. And we going to go around this whole thing as everybody is like, I'm done with Diddy. And why this video was released now. Now, allegedly, that is Sean Puffy Combs. Well, Diddy, it looked like you. By the towel, I know it's you. But Diddy, listen, Outlaw's ready to convict already. Listen, here's the news flash for everybody out there. Cassie is not suing Diddy. Okay, let me reiterate that one more time. Cassie is not suing Diddy. Oh, come on, Lorenzo. You know, all Diddy was doing was kicking it. They were working on some new dance moves, man. They just got blown out of proportion. Diddy was trying to do this kick step move. No, I'm just messing with you. No. No. Nobody is defending Diddy's behavior, man. But let me explain to y'all what actually took place here. I know. Now, what actually happened is, this is why she settled. I mean, this is why Diddy settled, and Diddy should have settled from the jump. He would have never had this big explosion had he just settled and took the deal. Now, all the other stuff, she probably was a legend, and that's cool. But as far as Diddy going upside her head, who doubted that? Who doubted Diddy that went upside her head a couple times? We already know that Diddy is hot off the handle. We already know that. He didn't whoop dudes, women. Diddy is hot. When he go hot, it's kettlebell time. He opening up champagne bottles on Steve. You know, so we already know what Diddy is capable of. This is no joke. Now, I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying she should have been in this situation. She's not. But in today's time, we are become prisoners of the moment. And we see that, and it's like, oh my God, she didn't deserve that. No, she didn't. And she should have left that day. After that, like, she tried to leave and he took her bags. And I agree. In that moment, he took her bags and went back in there as it looked like she was trying to leave as Diddy was in the shower. That's what it looked like. She waited for him to hit the shower, and then she tried to get out of the house. That's what it looked like. She was trying to leave Diddy, and he got mad. Big mad. Now, for most of you who need to see this, we'll take a quick look into this and see what happened.
Rap superstar Sean Diddy Combs. Combs has been embroiled in a lot of legal drama, as you know, specifically facing allegations of sexual assault. And now there is this new video that's emerged of the rapper seen with his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. This is it. And we want to warn you, it's disturbing. Not just the fact that he's coming down practically naked in a towel. Yeah, that's what he does right there. The video was obtained exclusively by CNN, and it shows the rapper and producer running after his girlfriend there, Ventura, down the hallway at a hotel in Los Angeles in 2016. He's shoving her, kicking her, and then dragging her down the hallway, leading us off. And girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. This is it, and we want to warn you.
I knew that was Diddy when I saw the towel. When I saw the towel, I said that's
of
Diddy.
The rapper seen with his then girlfriend.
All I needed to see was this.
Cassie Ventura.
I saw that's Diddy. That is Diddy 100%. Diddy with a towel.
This is it, and we want to
that's Diddy.
Warn you, it's disturbing. Not just the fact that
Diddy is done. He's not going to jail. He's already settled the case with Cassie. There is no case with Cassie. Okay? He's got a case going on with this little Rob and all these other people, and that's not even it. I'm already on a plane to Bali. This case is already done. This just makes him look bad in public, in a court of public opinion. So now Diddy was trying to get himself back. He still hasn't been charged criminally for anything. They did a raid, didn't even have an arrest warrant. So they still don't have an arrest warrant for Diddy. That raid was like 2 months ago. So they still trying to find enough or something to take him in on. But now when he was coming back on social media, putting stuff out there, and I said Little Rod was lying, and everybody, I'm like, get him, Diddy, Little Rod lying. And everybody's liking the thing I'm putting up there like, how dare you defending Diddy? They had nothing. But I told y'all months ago when this video thing was kicking off, what was transpiring out there and how crazy this thing was. Before this video made the light of day, so he already is off Revolt, Ciroc, all his liquor brands. Like, Diddy is already done. But I'm going to tell you why she got a foot in her ass. I'm going to tell you all this stuff that went down. This is what the news can't tell you. This is what they don't know about. So I'm glad y'all here. Strap in because it's going to be a good one. Oh, yeah, the whole community going to be in on this one. You know, we going to definitely, because this is like breaking news. So whenever there's breaking news,
we have everyone involved. Like, we got our Patreons getting involved. Everybody's getting involved in this situation right here because people want to know the truth. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, oh man, I should show more sympathy for Cassie after all she's been through. Look, you're gonna find out what went down, and then you can make your opinions from there. Now listen, from the jump, this situation turned it went in a whole nother direction. He said they should find his blackmail tapes. That's why he's still free. Once they find it, he's going to get the Epstein retirement plan. Well, they saying Diddy paid $50,000 to the hotel that they stayed at for that abuse video. He paid $50,000 to make sure it doesn't hit the light of day. Now, other celebrities have done that. Hell, Russell Crowe did that when he kicked Azalea Banks' ass at the hotel when they had a movie screening for his movie, The Water Diviner, overseas, and she came with the RZA. Nobody brought that up. He lifted her up, threw her outside, spit on her, kicked her and everything. Allegedly. And she was shocked the hotel didn't have any of this. And RZA had to get rid of her immediately. You ruining the RZA's relationship. Not to say she didn't deserve that or she didn't have that coming. But Azalea Banks know what she did. They's like, she got a mouth though. Yeah, and that kind of led to why hands was put on her. She was extremely disrespectful. But I would never say that that's warranted to have that happen. But, you know, that's what happened. Mm-hmm. Well, when you start looking at the said situation and how it's going down, you're going to start to notice a whole chain of events. Now, I was the one that told you about these situations and how they were performing and how they were playing out. Now, at said time, and I told y'all what would end up being the downfall of Diddy was bigger than what people could actually, you know, resonate or wrap their eyes around. Diddy had other things in play that people just weren't seeing at the time. And when you start thinking about all of the scenarios that took place and how he got Cassie, back in 2007, they started dating. He broke up with Kim Porter. He started making it official with Cassie. He made her the face of Sean John. All his appearances, media outlets, everything was about Cassie. He took her from Ryan Leslie, and he did all of these things and made her his face. Everything was about Cassie. Diddy was obsessed with making her the focal point of everything he wanted to accomplish. So when you start seeing situations materialize, you started to see that there are situations that just don't make any sense whatsoever. Oh my God, that's the guy that's out here to cut my grass. Why he coming at 6 at night? No, when I heard something like that, I had to make sure if somebody on the property, you know, we got we got answers for things like that. Justice for my man Diddy. They trying to get him and Drake. They can't stop Bad Boy or Champagne Poppy. Well, they damn sure trying hard, brother. They are damn sure trying hard, and they doing a lot to make sure that happens. How they get this video? Very easy. The hotel had it. That's why it's called an investigation. But here's the thing. It only damages his public opinion and his public appearance, rather. It's damning to him because now you can't do anything. He's already settled with her, period. So they're settled. Now, yeah, they're cutting the grass at 6 at night. Who does this? Now they're settled. So it's not like she is suing Diddy. Absolutely. But when this whole situation happened with Diddy and it went down in a way that we thought was like kind of shady and shifty, and we all were like, whoa, what's up with this? We were all blown away by it because we couldn't understand what was happening with the scenario. Here's the scenario that the people don't want you to understand or get and gravitate towards. When this thing happened in 2007, she's young, she's ambitious, she wants the fame. Her album and her career isn't taking off in the way she likes. It's not happening as quick for her. Right. And almost immediately, being a young couple that's dating, Diddy is not dating her normally. He's dating in an entirely different format. This isn't about Cassie. Well, they made it look like that. Yeah. Let me show you something. You see, this is what I told y'all about previously. Diddy's Asian exes could be his downfall. Now, these 3 different Asian women that Diddy has aligned himself with could be his downfall. I told you that. This is what started the melee and what was happening and why Cassie got a foot in her butt. Now, if we take it back to 2014, right? And we go back to that moment in time. Back in 2014, that's when the problem started to go. Because Diddy gave her a ring because she was like, you're not taking it serious. She wants to be in a serious relationship. She wants to not be the other girl. So they get into a big fight previously. They went to Kanye West Paris Week fashion show back in 2012, 2013. Now, during this time, Diddy went and put a ring on her finger after she and Drake was having a romantic rendezvous as she went to Canada and Toronto, and they were allegedly working on songs. Her and Drake started to get a little too close to comfort for Diddy. Now, not only did Drake actually take the mic out of Diddy's hand previously, do something that Diddy did not approve of. It was a list of things Drake had done to piss Diddy off, but he wasn't trying to. His mic wasn't working, and he snatched the mic out of Diddy's hand. That was another flag. Then Cassie at this party is all rubbing up on Drake, and they're talking and having a good time. And Diddy know the sign of this dude is getting with my girl. So Diddy had a conversation with him outside that led to right hands and arm bars. and Drake having to take a trip to the hospital. So Diddy has always been hands-on. Now, Mr. Prince got involved, Mr. J. Prince. And Diddy ended up issuing an apology to Drake, where Drake put out a song where he ends up dissing Diddy. So this was in 2014. That incident was water under the bridge. That is behind him now. Now we get to 2015. The problems are still there with Cassie not happy and being accepted. Because Diddy gave her the ring, so she's thinking, okay, we're really serious now. So she was happy for the moment because Diddy gave her a ring. Now she feels like I'm not the other girl. I'm not one of these girls. I got a ring. Like I said, the news ain't going to give you all of this. So make sure you know and make sure you subscribe to the Casino for Life Patreon so you don't be left behind. Now, oh yeah, I'm going to give you the uncut. The uncut version of this is going to be epic. Trust me. Don't even worry about it. Now, here it is. You see, she was a makeup baddie. Yeah, she was really happy because she had her ring. And Diddy knew how to keep her quiet. Diddy just got her that ring to shut her up, and that was it. So now 2015 hits. And it's a big fight. She just came back. It was like August 2015. They're having a big fight, an argument that it's getting crazy, that they about to break up. Why? Because this Asian woman named Gina Hun, who was dating Diddy at the time and was showing up at the house, and while he was dating Cassie, this young Asian girl was just naive and didn't know any better. She thought it was enticing. It was very tempting. And it was hard to not do. She said she felt bad, though, for Cassie. But that's why she did it. Now, let me tell you what was happening around this. Because Cassie knew and was figuring out Diddy was cheating on her, this led to a lot of problems in the relationship. As her being a young woman and want to be taken serious, you gave her a ring, and all of these things are happening. She's not happy now. You put a ring on her hand, and now you doing this. This led to a real big fight and argument. So we're going to bring in the other door, the other sliding door in this situation. Oh, she ain't around. I'll tell you that now. Now the situation flipped. Because Diddy knew he got to make right by Cassie. So once again, he provides Cassie with the biggest opportunity in the world. Now, let me introduce y'all to the next domino. And see if y'all know who Saibon Mayambo is. There you go. That's the next domino, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. That is Mayambo. Now you saying to yourself, who and what is that? Look at this woman, my God. Oh my goodness. What does she have to do with all of this? She's been on all these shows, everything. What does this beautiful African woman have to do with this situation? Well, here we go. We gonna get into this right now. Now, what does she has to do with this? Let me tell you, to shut her up, Cassie that is, there was a movie that was coming out, y'all, called Honey 3. Remember the Honey series that had Jessica Alba in it? Then they did Honey 2. It's a dance flick. Then they came out with Honey 3. Well, Saibo was supposed to be the lead in that movie, as it was going to deal with West African dances, as the movie was going to be filmed in West Africa and was revolving around her character. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, Cassie is inserted into the film. And not only is she inserted into the film, she's the lead. She's the lead character of the movie. She's the lead character of this movie. This is what Diddy did for Cassie. He not only put her in the debut movie, Honey 3, he put her in the lead over that African woman who was experienced. So the African girl is still in the movie. Now, instead of the movie being about her and she the star, she's like a supporting actress in the film. She knows nothing about African dancing, African beats, African nothing. Cassie Ventura was thrown in there to be the pretty face to try to say it. So doing this to stop the argument,
to stop what was going on, right? Diddy gave her this. Honey 3, Dare to Dance. The wavy, light-skinned girl gets the role over the girl who's supposed to have the part. Over the beautiful African, who the movie was written around. The whole script was written about her, and they changed it. Cybo was cast to be the lead role. Universal was in UMG was responsible. They filmed this in South Africa. Her character was street tough Cape Town local who had never backed down from a fight or a dance battle. Still reeling from the loss of her brother, her character had the hardened exterior and didn't take kindly to any outsiders. Now, the movie changed, and it went to being all about the outsider, who was Melia Martin, who's the outsider coming in like this is Save the Last Dance. They basically made Save the Last Dance all over again. And now Cassie Ventura, the story is all about this outsider that comes in out of nowhere, and she's Melia, and she's going to be doing these romantic love triangle with cultural clashes and all of this. Diddy put her in this movie. And not only that, not knowing anything about African dance, African anything, they're training her to do this part. She can barely act, and they're putting her in this position in Honey 3. So they start filming around December the 20th. This is when her and Diddy had this big fight because she wasn't doing her part and Diddy's pissed. Now, they're having a big fight about all of this stuff, and Diddy is like, look, you got to go to Africa, which she went to say to over there in Africa that she had to learn when they was in Cali and in New York in this dance studio going over the dances, the choreography, so that when she get on set, she's ready. Diddy was pushing her to be great and to take it seriously. Diddy is a perfectionist. One thing you can't say about Diddy is he's going to work hard. One thing about J-Lo, J-Lo's going to work hard. So you're not going to have to push them to do this. Cassie is lazy. Let me tell you right now, I'm just going to tell y'all know what I know. She is lazy. Now, when you have a lazy artist who's also your girl and she feels she your girl, she don't have to do this. She cry and she gets what she wants. But as an artist, she's lazy. So now, yeah, this is the hard truth. I'm not saying Diddy is supposed to put a foot in her ass. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I agree with what he did. I 100% am against what he did. Okay? 100. That means there's no wiggle room, no excuse, nothing. Diddy was wrong. So this doesn't exonerate it. We're telling you leading up to the events of the foot in the ass. Now, He said, "What?" She said, "What do you do with a lazy artist? You let him go." Well, you don't let him go when you're sleeping with the lazy artist. She might not be lazy in bed or on the floor or standing up or whatever. She has other attributes that keeps her around. Now, here's the thing. She goes to South Cape, Africa, so they can start filming the movie. So Diddy's like, all right, cool. She's out of my hair. Now she's filming the movie, and one of her songs that they took for the soundtrack, Diddy got them to put her on the soundtrack. She had one song on there that was mid. A lot of people didn't like it. It's called Joint or whatever, but it's just terrible. But they put it on the album. And now Diddy's like, bet. Now while she gone, I can get with my Asian girls. So Diddy's like, Asian girls. Asian girls. Get on over here, Asian girls. So nobody seems to remember, but we had put it on the Patreon. And everybody could engage and get around it and see what exactly it truly was. So while Cassie's gone filming the movie, Diddy is having his way with his Asian love. And he's gone to Asian Town, allegedly. Diddy is getting up and down there. And we're going to bring you even closer in as we're going to invite, and all my Patreons in here. What's up, Patreons? It's your boy Cino holding it down as we still got the #1 Patreon page in the whole Patreon period. Because we come with that real. Let's take him back and show them what they've been missing, y'all. Let's show them what they've been missing. Boom. Here's why Sean won't turn on Diddy. We show y'all that. That's only on the Patreon. Right. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Here's the secret informant Diddy is worried about. There's a secret informant that Diddy is worried about. That's on there. Right. Oh, the 65-year-old millionaire and the daughter of Russell Simmons. How does that relate to Diddy? You find that out on the Patreon. Oh, and Torre and Diddy's connection. You find out about Torre. You find out here only on the Patreon. Lucian Grange and Universal, UMG got themselves out of this when I said Lucian strikes back. And we had the paperwork. And they pulled him out. Now here it is. Another Diddy case you didn't hear about. Right? You see that pretty little Asian girl in the thumbnail thing I got behind me? But you didn't hear this. Well, most of you did. Some of you did.
And present as a present. And
stomped on my stomach, like really hard. He like stomped on my stomach, like really hard. And I like took the wind out of my breath.
Now said Diddy stomped her stomach and punched her in the head during a 5-year relationship. For 5 years while he was with Cassie, he was messing with this woman. And you think Cassie didn't know? She knew. And what happens when you find out that your Asian connection and all of that isn't going on? Well, if you want to find out more about what's going on, you're going to have to sign up to the Patreon. I'm sorry. You're going to have to watch that video in full on the Patreon and see where it goes from there. Now, Patreon is on fire. If anybody's not on it, y'all don't know what y'all missing. I tried to tell them there's a reason we're number one. We have the most usage of any Patreon page there is. No one else can match it. They can't figure out why and how all of this attention is on this page. But that goes to show you that people want to hear the truth. Now, you know about the Asian exes, and I told you this thumbnail was done a while ago, but we told you then that this was weird. And back in November, right, we told you there was a weird video of Diddy and Cassie that came out that exposed a lot, right? We told everybody that this was weird.
The billionaires.
I said, this is a
Clients,
weird
like,
video that Cassie and Diddy got out.
Donald gets
That was on the internet.
and they're trying to,
And it seems like around the same time. But nobody was hearing us then. Cassie was hiding under the blanket. And Diddy is like, come on, get up, baby. Get up. And now that you see the video you saw, and you see old Diddy, man,
from the video.
What you got to say now? What you got to say now? You ain't got shit to say. When you put your girl on the snap, baby, yo, babe. I mean, shit getting weird. Come on, baby. It's hot outside. You fucking wrapped up in that blanket. Let's go jog on the beach.
Now, this looks weird now. That looks pretty strange and weird now. That it's about 100 degrees outside. She wants to hide under a blanket. He's like, they stay hating on you, Cino, even after Kel Mitchell told the exact same story you told about what he was going through on Club Shay Shay. I knew his BM was lying as soon as she came out talking. Antonio Jones, you already know it's crazy time. I already told you she's finna go to lawsuits and everything else. That's what she does. She don't know how to move on. She's a scorned ex. She's been doing all the stuff, messing with his new wife because he's happy, got 2 new kids. He's in a happy marriage now. He's in a real marriage now. He has a supportive wife. And now she's trying to come after me, trying to find a way to sue me. She just out there. You know, her brain is all over the place. So let her twist in the wind. You just pray on it and move forward, you know? He's like, so why did Cassidy stay? He says, so why did Cassidy stay? She wanted the money. Well, no, it was more than that. Cassie wasn't going to leave. Diddy at this time was bigger than Jay-Z and Dr. Dre. He was $750 million. So after she did the movie in Cape Town, right, what Diddy was trying to do here was create a video to show and clear up the name and image because he didn't know he didn't put hands and paws on this woman. He wanted to make a couple of good videos
and film them to say, oh, they were having a good time. No, they wasn't having a good time. See, when she went over there to Africa to go make Honey 3, allegedly she was falling in love with one of the dancers. One of the dancers who was choreographer and helping her dance, she was feeling him. And she was staying in contact with him. And then they were doing the filming and all of this for the movie. And they doing all the promo. Diddy was mad because Diddy's security was saying, hey, this guy is, they working over steps. I know it's supposed to be sensual type of Afro dances, but they've been kind of getting close. Diddy didn't like all this. So Diddy was like, the movie's done. What you still doing contacting this dude? This dude called here again. I'm going to have his legs broke. He ain't going to be dancing no more. So all of this led to Diddy going through her phone, deleting that guy's number, blocking him. He can't call you or contact you no more. Ain't no need for him to. Don't worry. He ain't going to contact you no more. So this had a lot to do with Honey 3 Dare to Dance. Allegedly, what I've been told. That dancer that she got close with in Cape Town, Africa, she had them big old Africans rubbing that tree on her. She was feeling it. Now, Diddy was mad after he paid all this money and did all these, pull these strings to get her this movie. She's going out doing this, even though he's been doing X, Y, and Z. And she bust him out on it. And she was like, I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm leaving. She had had enough. And this is before the movie even dropped. The movie was supposed to have a small limited theater release. It ended up going straight to video. As Cassie was pulled basically from the promotion, there was no premiere no more. This is just going straight to video now. Universal pulled their support really for the film and just said, we're sending it straight to video. So Honey 3 never came out at the movie theater. It went straight to video. Somebody said, I want to see Honey 4 The Beatdown, starring Sean Combs and Cassie. Y'all crazy. Now, both people have allegedly cheated on each other through their relationship. She's young. She didn't want to be with this guy. The love was gone. So they stayed together and patched it back up. And this is after the alleged beatdown. Diddy had all this stuff going on at the time. He was just going to open his charter school in Harlem, everything at the same time of this beatdown. He had just conducted his interview. All this stuff was coming out and praising Diddy. This video would have destroyed him. He said, lock him up. It don't matter what she did. Well, here's the thing. You can't lock him up. There was no charges filed. She settled. They're showing you this to change public opinion of him. They want you to look at him in such disarray and disrespect that you would never think about anything other than, again, that's why they're doing it. Now, everyone looks at situations differently. As I told you, oh, Fifth was out there. You know, Fifth posted it. Fifth crazy. Fifth was like, man, you know Diddy ain't do that. They out there trying to do Diddy dirty, man. They lying on you, Diddy. You ain't do all that, Diddy. Now, when it come to Little Rod, I don't believe nothing Little Rod's saying. Little Rod is a liar to me. In my opinion, Little Rod is a bold-faced liar and don't deserve any slack. Well, no, it's a lot of people that don't get it. See, when you don't get it, it's a large formula of people that don't really understand what people is. Yeah, I was getting a text message and people texted me about this. On the Patreon, if you want to know what happened to Kim Porter, we have that. It's only on the Patreon. It's not on YouTube. All the Patreons know what time it is. Mm. Yeah. So let me show you that. We go to the Patreon. And what does it say? The killing of Kim Porter. You find out why it happened, the whole thing. And we did that when? October 28th of 2022. So this has already been done and compiled. Terrence said, yep, on the Patreon. So all this stuff that people trying to bring out now, this is before Diddy even had a case. Before y'all started seeing anything. Isn't this is a distraction from Drake? Diddy lost most of his investors, 400 million plus freshly, and Drake. God and justice can multitask, though. All of these fans need to go down straight up. Man, they still cutting my grass. Now, let me tell you some things of what's happening. Is he in the front yet? Because I want to make sure he gets all this stuff out of here. I got to tell him to do that before he leaves. But Here's the part that you guys are missing. They settled this case. They're only doing this to Diddy to embarrass him because Diddy was trying to come back. We've gone through the Clintons and their damage before, but I don't think we spoke about her father. But Hillary Rotten Clinton is what I call her. We went through her brother, how he won the mining contract over in Haiti. We've covered a lot of this stuff, buddy. But that's why the Patreon is where you want to go for the uncut information. Like, there's a lot of uncut stuff here that I can't show because of YouTube rights. So we go as far as we can. But I like to bring y'all into some of the Patreon world, where the other Patreons, they're already here and in the chat, they telling y'all what time it is. Now, because of that situation, right, that took place with Diddy and Cassie in August of 2016, right before the movie premiered on video, they were driving through LA. Diddy took her phone and she jumped out of the car. Cassie's mother called the police over the incident, resulting in a domestic violence report being written by the authorities, and it got to TMZ. They had just left the industry party. So when she got back home, Diddy gave her her phone back, and this argument ensued as she was once again caught talking to other guys that Diddy didn't approve of. Mm-hmm. Shame on her. Well, the thing is shame on Diddy too. Diddy had affairs allegedly with many women during his time with Cassie. Cassie to him became his brand, his possession, like his property, while he go out and do everything that he wants. And when you have that mentality, you're going to drive a woman away when she knows you don't put her as a priority anymore. And Diddy's like, I did. And that's why Cassie's music career was put down, because no producer really wanted to work with her, because Diddy would come in there and rough up the producers and anybody he was becoming possessive of her and saying, I can't have you leaving and going off and she's having a good time with a producer. Somebody would come back and let him know, like, hey, she's having a good time with this producer. They coming back to do an extra set. She's just hanging out. She ain't got no reason to be there. Diddy be drag her ass out of there. Matter of fact, I'm on my way to get her. He'll come grab her and drag her up out of there. Diddy wasn't that nice. But tell me, have you seen this behavior from any other males before? You know why this is normalized with us? Because we've seen it a lot. And because we've seen it a lot, we've seen it think it's okay. They was like, well, she was cheating, you know. I understand him going upside her head, kicking her ass, man. You know, all the money he didn't spend. I'm like, you know, people, they rationalize it. They normalize it. It's not okay for him to put his hands on her for no reason. It's not okay for her to put her hands on him. It's not okay for any of it. Just leave. Get rid of her. Do what you got to do. She want to go, let her go. There'll be a new one next week. Why you want to try to hold on to something? That is something inner to want to possess somebody. That's because he's a narcissist. He's sick in the head. They're possessive. They want to possess you and own you. Like Kim Porter, he like, I'm paying for your house and this and that, but you date who I tell you to date. You know, like, you don't own them no more. You don't want to be with them no more. That's it. But Cassie problem was fame. She want the fame. She want those trips to the Paris Fashion Week. She want to fly on private jets. She don't want to be on no commercial plane. Now, that's what her life is. She was living on a farm with her personal trainer. Diddy let her go. In 2018, he told Cassie he wanted to have more kids. He went on the Breakfast Club and said that he wanted to have more kids. I love kids. I'm trying to get to 10. I could go to 8 without a problem. Whatever is supposed to happen in the future is going to happen. But that's something I want. I would only have it with my girl, of course. They're talking about Cassie. Because Cassie wanted kids. Because she's getting older and she wanted to have a family. She wanted to have kids. Then she went to the Vogue fashion anniversary in London with David Beckham. She went and did all those things, and she already had some relationships with people, but Diddy and Cassie ended their relationship in 2018, and it was never made public until like October. And they had been separated for months. And Diddy was with that Jocelyn Chu. And then September of next year, it came out, she married Alex Fine, who was the strength and conditioning coach, hired by Diddy to train and get Cassie in shape. And they were going to the racetrack and all of this, but his business is drying up because you sat there and was hired by Diddy, and the whole time you doing his wife or his girl. And she would leave and go with a strength and conditioning coach and stay there with you. And you have $1 billion. That tells you she did not want to be with you no more. She wanted to be with somebody who truly adored her and thought she was worth it. But Diddy knows how to fight a dirty way. This man's business was dried up because he was a strength and conditioning coach for celebrities and athletes, professional athletes around the world. That never happened anymore. That was gone. Where is Jay? Jay is trying to stay the hell away from all this nonsense. Jay, this is why Jay is smart. You'll never see a video of Jay putting his hands on Beyonce. You ain't gonna find it. If Jay did anything like that, believe you me, they are in the privacy of their own home. Jay is not stupid. So when the money went low, that's when she turned to Diddy and said, I need money. I need money. I need money. What? I need money. She went back to Diddy so she can get some money. That's why she was threatening the lawsuit. But they were trying to settle this behind the scenes. And Diddy's like, this is a shakedown. That $30 million was a light work. You should have paid that. And oh my God, when she called the R word, abuse, and all this ruined Diddy's whole everything. Diddy can't go back to Fashion Week. This hurts him. This hurts his reputation, his brand, his mogul, even though people already knew what Diddy was. They knew Diddy was somebody that'll put a foot in your butt. Dog, he was making the band. Diddy was putting foots in people's heads all on the show. You know how many dudes' heads he done went upside? Diddy is an ass kicker. He has a temper and he will fly off the handle. No, Diddy was trying to make his comeback. This is why this video was made public. They didn't want Diddy back. Diddy was back posting. Diddy hadn't been posting in a while. Now take a look. Diddy was back. He started showing the family. Right? Then he put this out. Time tells the truth. Time tells truth. And he put love up there. And I said right under it, get him, Diddy. Rod is lying his ass off. And I got 6 replies. What are you doing in this comments? It's gonna age like milk. Make up your damn mind. 1 minute you defending him, the next minute you tearing him down. Look at this, shaking my head. Let me respond to her. Miss, I only tell the truth. Diddy ain't no saint, but Rod is lying. That's the truth. That mother is lying. Now, if anybody else don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. So Diddy was like, I'm coming back. Diddy's like putting the baby up there saying, my love. Now this is going crazy. Everybody's seeing the towel. They're like seeing this post of him holding his daughter in a towel after myself and the rest of the world just watched him beat his ex-girlfriend in a towel is disturbing. Now, everything is back to square one for Diddy. He was doing all this trying to regain his stature back and get his name back. This is now taking a hard swing and he getting it hard. I know you got to take emotions out of it. I go out to Diddy when Diddy did something. Like this thing with Cassie, I'm like, Diddy, you was stupid. You should have settled this. You see, he settled the next day when he saw this thing spiraling. He knew. That's why I'm saying he already settled with Cassie. Everybody like, yeah, he going down now. I'm like, going down? He's already settled with her. He already settled with Cassie. So there's nowhere else for him to go. What does he mean? This is what I'm talking about. Oh, he doing they grass too. Yeah, that's what normally happens here. Yeah, well, these things come to pass. Hold on. Hey, buddy. Hey. You know the front. You know what all the grass, the stuff is like the flowers is all up here. What flowers? In the front. Of my yard. Like all of that.
Oh, yeah, we'll take care of that.
Yeah, that's gotta go. I'm like, what's happening? I wonder why that's still there. They just sent me this because of it.
Right here?
Yes. Can't be over 6 feet.
I got you.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it's going crazy this year.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like almost having to go on a weekly schedule because it's growing so dang fast.
Yeah.
Like, they're like you and like them and a few others that are bi-weekly, they're getting like tall fast.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but yeah, this gotta go.
I'll trim all this grass right here down for you.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll get you on some weeding.
All right.
And stuff like that. Get you all fixed up.
All right, cool, bro. Yeah, I'm like, I ain't supposed to be getting no letter about no grass or something being too hot. It can't be up above 6 inches, this damn tree thing. I'm like, the hell? I was like, I got a jungle going on out there, and I got people that take care of that. No, Tara, I gotta delegate. That's called delegating. So I can have time to sit here and do this with y'all. Now, if I got time to sit out there all day, that would be problematic, wouldn't it? Right. Drake gonna say that's Kendrick Lamar, not Diddy. That was Kendrick. That wasn't Diddy. That was Kendrick Lamar. That's gonna be his new song. No, it's not just that. It's like a whole forest. Like outside, I got trees that's like these little bitty trees and weed stuff. They growing up high. I don't like them there. I don't know why they didn't cut it last time. I don't like that stuff there. The last part 7. So, what about the house the feds didn't hit from Diddy's own son? So Diddy gets away with things again, huh? Well, here's the thing. The raid still, there was no warrant for Diddy's arrest. They're still trying to find something to arrest him for. Now, this video don't make him look good, but in the mind of public opinion, you know, this is how bad he looks. They make him look this bad. You feel me? So now you guys got enough information to go off of. Now I got to get ready for this Knicks game. They went and got this video is from the hotel. Diddy allegedly paid $50,000 for this video, so it wouldn't get leaked out, and now it's leaked out. So, but they don't have anything. That video is from a hotel. Diddy should go to Bali. Boston versus Dallas. The Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. It'll be the Knicks in Boston versus Dallas and Denver. I've been on the money. I've been calling these games. People just ain't paying attention. But now they paying attention. Luka versus the Celtics. Oh, yeah, they can sell that. So anyway, shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Ticket TV. Who's that? Mondo Black TV, who back exposing people again. Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez and the Star Report. Don't forget to join the Casino for Life Patreon yet again, so you don't be behind and be missing key details. Kim, yeah, that's me and Kim Fields on the Patreon. We talked about us helping marketing her coffee, her signature blend coffee. So that was nice. That's some stuff you can see on the Patreon. So anyway, I'm out. Thank y'all. Get ready for this next game. Let's go. Let's go, Pacers.